ومن أحسن قولا ممن دعا إلى الله وعمل صالحا وقال إنني من المسلمين.
IslamNet is establishing a masjid and a community center. If you donate to build this masjid, Allah will inshallah build a house for you in Jannah with bricks of gold and silver. Every person who prays in this masjid, every child that memorizes the Quran, you will inshallah share in that reward. Donate now guys and do not delay.
We've got a good gentleman here. What's your name?
Zach.
Zach, how's it going?
Good, and you?
Zach, are you going to do arm wrestle? 3, 2, 1, go. He won. He won. Alhamdulillah. Okay, jokes aside, you're an atheist.
Yes.
You came to debate me. Why?
Because I have a problem of the concept of God.
Okay, what's the problem? Let me hold it. You're my guest. I'll hold it for you. Yes.
Okay. Would you say that God can love or God can hate?
Yes.
So in my opinion, that's completely wrong because you're applying a human emotion, a human process to God. So was hate there before God? Was love and hate before God? Or did God create hate?
Okay, so we would say God has always been the all-loving, God has been the most merciful, God has been the creator before there was creation.
Okay, but why? Okay, but why? Was he founded on these rules of love and hate, or did he create them himself?
Not just love and hate. For example, we say, God is the most merciful, God is the all-wise, God is the creator before there was creation. Do you understand? So for example, you have the attribute of mercy, even if there was no one to be merciful to, but you had that too, attribute to be merciful. For example, do you exist?
Yes, I exist.
If God exists, is it the same existence?
But did God create existence, or was existence before
He
him?
created your existence, but he's always been there. But you exist and he exists, but the existence is not the same. Because you die, God doesn't die. You are limited, he's unlimited.
But I feel like we've gone off the topic which I started of, like emotions of love and hate. So
No, but you said they're humanly attributes.
Yes.
So my point is the following. You exist, God exists.
Yes.
It's not the same existence, right?
Why is it not the same?
It's not, because how is your existence the same as God's? God's independent, you're dependent.
So did he create? Okay, you said that. Did he create dependence and not dependence, or was it before?
No. These are truths. These are objective truths. There are.
Did he
God,
create objective truths on that?
what do you mean by create? These are realities. Yes.
What is reality? I thought God created reality.
No, of course. But independent, God is independent. Yes, we know that is a true fact because of who he is. God cannot be dependent. If he's dependent, he can't be God. We, the creation, are all dependent.
Yes.
God is independent.
Yes.
That is a reality. That's an objective truth.
Okay. But there is still independence and dependence.
Yes, God is the independent.
Okay,
What do you mean by God created independence? He didn't create it.
Because you're saying that God is independent and we're dependent. So before God came into existence, was there an option for him
No,
to be
there is no
independent?
before God came. God is always there. That's why he's independent. It's necessary.
But the necessity, did he create? But you're saying he created all of
He created
existence.
all the dependent things.
So the independent was a position which he took, which was there before him.
There was no before him. If there was before him, he can't be independent. Independence, you cannot have before or after.
I understand, but did he create society on? Did he create existence on a set of rules or no?
Well, yeah, we have laws.
Did he create those rules?
Well, of course, who else? We have gravitational force. You can't walk through. You can't go through a wall. You know. So there's so many laws that we have in place. If there's a law, there has to be a lawmaker.
Okay. Could we return to what I originally said about love and hate?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm addressing.
So, okay.
Maybe you don't understand it. Love and hate, God Almighty, I have love, I have mercy, I have anger. God has those in a perfect way. Mine is deficient.
Yes.
My love is deficient. My anger is deficient.
Yes.
But for God it's not. He's maximally perfect.
Okay, he's maximally perfect, but I think we have different understandings because I'm saying he's perfect. So was the perfection before him or after him? I don't understand. Did he create the perfection?
Let me give you an example. You know what a clock? Does a clock have a hand?
Yes.
Is it like my hand?
No.
It's different, right?
It's a different meaning. for
Good.
God hand.
I have love, God has love, but it's totally different. So the clock has a hand, I have a hand. But they're two different hands, correct?
Yes.
I have love, God has love. I have mercy, God has mercy. I exist, God exists, but it's a different existence.
Okay, it's a different existence. That doesn't answer my point. Though.
How did you answer your point? You said love and hate are humanly attributes, correct?
Yes.
I'm saying to you, the clock's hand and my hand and the door hand are all hands but different.
Okay, they are different. That doesn't answer my question.
But it does, because if I say to you, okay, clock's hand is like my hand, is that correct?
No.
Good. They're different hands, right?
They're completely different things.
Good. So my love and God's love is different.
But this is a completely flawed example.
How is it a flawed example?
Because these are two different things. They just have the same name, hand.
Good.
They're
Good.
They're not even hands.
But that's
a clock hand is not a hand.
No, what's your definition of a hand? Something just
A human hand or a clock hand?
Regardless, your definition of a hand.
They're different things.
Good. So love, I have love, God has love is different.
No, this is a flawed example.
Brother, I'm just giving you the finest example. You say it's flawed. Okay, how is it flawed?
Because you're just comparing them because they have the same human definition of hand.
You said God has love we have love is humanly. How is God love? And you just demonstrated with the clock hand. You said no, they're two separate things.
Yes, they are two.
But my love and God's love is two separate things, even though it's the same thing.
This is a flawed comparison because you're just.
But you're just saying it's flawed. You have to tell me how it's flawed.
I'm telling you.
Just say flawed.
Okay, I'll tell you now.
Okay, tell me how.
The hand example is flawed because you're just comparing them because they have the name hand, which humans decided, but they are not.
And you're comparing the word love, my love and God's love. Do you see what you're doing? You're doing the same thing.
No, I'm not doing the same.
You're doing it. That's why you're smiling.
No, that's not why I'm smiling.
That's why you're smiling.
No, okay,
you said love.
Yeah.
The word love.
Yes.
Is God loving?
According to you, yes.
Am I loving?
Yes.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
so the word is the same. The word is the same.
Yes.
But they are different.
The word was the same in the clock example. But
Good. Thank you. The clock hand is different. My hand is different. God loves. I love. But they are different.
But God's love and your love, they are both love.
The word love, but they're not the same. Like the clock hand and my hand.
Okay, but the clock hand is not even a hand.
Are you listening to reply or are you listening to learn? Because it looks like you're just listening to reply now.
No, of course I want to
No.
But I don't understand.
Look. Listen to what I'm saying, because it's like if you listen to understand, you will say, okay, I understand.
I understand.
Clock hand, my hand. They are both called hand, but they are not the same hand.
Yes.
My love and God's love. They are the same word, but they are not the same thing.
Let me explain a different way. Your love and God's love, they're both love. So what is love? Like an attraction to something or what is love? What is love?
Depends. For example, me loving my daughter, me loving my wife, me loving my friend, me showing love. And God also, I'm merciful. When I see a cat struggling, my mercy wants to go and help it. When God sees me struggling, he has mercy on me to help me.
Exactly.
Yeah, what do you mean exactly? That's my point.
Exactly. The love and mercy have similarities.
Yes,
but
that one's ultimately perfect. Mine is not.
Okay, but do you understand what I mean of the clock example? Because the hand clock is completely different from the normal.
No, I know, but what I'm saying, is, God's is perfect. Mine is flawed.
Okay.
Do you get it? So, for example, I can have wisdom, but my wisdom is limited.
Yes.
God's wisdom is not limited.
Okay.
So, do you see? Even though we share it, same thing, and the hand is a hand because the clock is a hand. Mine is still a hand. But it's not the same hand. God's mercy and my mercy, I have remnants of mercy, but I am not the merciful. He's the merciful.
I understand.
So his way of using his mercy is completely perfect. Mine is not.
Okay.
Mine is flawed. Okay. I might have mercy on someone that I shouldn't have mercy on.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
There's a question of perfection. There's a difference of perfection.
Perfect.
Okay, so
good. Perfect, imperfect.
Okay, so we just moved to the problem of perfection. So did God create the perfection when he was... Did God create the perfection? The difference in perfection, or was the difference in perfection before God?
What do you mean by?
Because you're applying a human attribute to God. So did God?
What's human attribute I'm not giving to God?
Like what I was originally saying. So with the love, for example, did He create love, or was it before Him? But now
God is the merciful. Let's go merciful. God is the most merciful.
I understand.
Even there was nothing to be mercy towards. He was the creator when there was no creation. That's an attribute innately that God has. So even there was no creation and was God alone, he was the creator. Because he has that attribute to create. You understand?
To create.
Yes, so that's innate.
Did he put this attribute into himself?
Good. Okay, so what you're doing is you're going to how God operates. I'm saying he has to be the most merciful. These are necessary attributes that belong to him.
Why does he have to be?
Let me tell you. Okay, good. So let's take a step back. Now, let me prove to you why God exists. Then we'll come to these attributes. It will make sense to you. You deny that God exists, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So let me prove to you God exists. Okay, I'll use an argument from design. If it's too simple, we'll go to the Kalam cosmology, the contingency argument.
I've actually studied these in philosophy.
Good. So you're quite clued up. Good. So would you agree that, for example, your hat has a design?
Yeah.
Okay. Does it have a purpose?
Yeah.
Is it symmetrical?
Yeah.
Has a pattern? Have you seen the designer?
No, I haven't seen the designer.
Have you gone to the factory to see it get made?
No.
Okay. How do you know it's designed?
I mean, you can search up the designer of this cap and...
No, you don't need to. You believe it's designed by looking at it.
Okay.
Good. Which means what? You use your rational and logical faculties to come to simple conclusions.
Yeah.
Inference to the best explanation.
Yes.
Good. Now, are you more complex in design, your eye or the hat?
Sorry?
Is your eye more complex in design or the hat?
I suppose the eye.
Good. So I would have to follow up and say, my eye has a design, it requires a designer, it has a purpose, it has a pattern, and it's made out of DNA which has information. Therefore, there has to be a designer.
Can you repeat what you just said?
Good. So I would say, if you say that your eye is more complex than the hat, and you agree the hat has a purpose, has a pattern, has a designer, even though you haven't seen it, I look at you and you have an eye, and the way your eye is functioning is it has a purpose, it's far complex in design, and it requires a designer, and I haven't seen it, and I believe it.
Why could I not just refute that with evolution? Over time, my eye has developed.
What's time got to do with the equation? The faculties to make your eye, if it's not in, for example, we're talking about the first cell. Let's talk about the first cell. The first cell, it's a very complex thing. Would you agree?
The first cell.
The first ever cell. Let's talk about evolution. Go back to the beginning, the first cell. Do you agree that the first cell is a very complex thing?
The first cell is a very complex thing. I don't know.
Well, it has to be. If you're telling me that first cell gave rise to all of the billions of species, then it has to be a very complex thing.
Okay, it's a complex thing.
No, but hear me out. Would you agree there are billions of species?
Sure.
Good. If all this goes back in the evolution to the first cell, that first cell has to be a very complex thing.
Why very complex?
Because there are fish in the sea that we haven't discovered.
Sorry.
There's birds flying in the air. There are billions of species.
But are you saying that these billions of species, their complexity is all concentrated in the complexity of the first cell?
The evolution is that it all started with the first cell, and over time, it evolved to these billions of species. I'm going with your argument. So I'm saying you said evolution. When going back to the beginning was the first cell that it all came from. I'm saying that first cell has to be a very complex thing to give rise to all the billions of species.
I don't see the connection you're making.
Well, you said why can your eye not be equated to evolution? Did you not say that?
Why can't my eye be equated to evolution?
You said why does it have to be God? Maybe it's evolution. Did you not say that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm entertaining that.
It's evolution, yes, but I'm not.
Good. So I'm entertaining that. I'm saying to you, evolution is irrelevant because Charles Darwin, if you read his book, he believed in God, and he's the one who came with the evolutionary process.
Someone believes in God doesn't mean I'm going to believe in God.
Good point, true. But I'm trying to prove to you that believing in God doesn't oppose you disbelieving the evolutionary theory. What I'm saying is the following. If time is irrelevant to the equation. If the components to make a Ferrari is not in a cup, you can give it billions of years, you will never get a Ferrari, correct?
Certainly, just in the cup.
If I have an empty cup, and totally empty, no atoms,
Yes.
will I get a Ferrari in 1 trillion years' time?
There's no atoms in it now.
Thank you. So, which means what? Time is irrelevant to the equation if the components to make a Ferrari are not in the cup.
Okay.
So evolution is irrelevant to the equation, how much long you give, if the elements to make you, me, and the billions of species are not in the first cell.
So you're saying that every species or everything which exists was in one cell?
That's your belief. So I'm saying when we go back to that cell is a very complex thing. Who gave rise to that cell? Who made that cell for it to make these species?
Who gave rise to that cell?
Yes, because the cell is it has to be very complex to give rise to all of us, billions of species. If we go back in time to this first cell, the first cell has to be so complex. Who gave all of that information into that cell to reproduce us?
They didn't give information. I don't understand.
How did it happen? Okay.
But one cell does
Okay.
not
What?
create everything.
Okay. No. Your evolutionary. You have to believe it. Go back to the first cell. Where do you think we all came from?
But it's not one cell, first of all.
It is. No. It's the first cell.
There was one cell.
It's the first cell. Yes. The first cell.
The Big Bang. Can we start from there?
No. This is, well, like I said before, the first cell is where it all began, the evolutionary state. I'm saying, if that is the case, where did the first cell come from?
Where did the first cell come from? Well, I just brought you the example of the Big Bang.
Where did the Big Bang come from?
Well, that's not what I was arguing in the first place.
No. But still, I'm trying to prove to you God exists. I proved to you with your eye. Yes? You said your hat has a designer, has a purpose. Your eye is more complex. Your eye has to have a designer. That's my argument.
Okay, can we go over the comparison with the eye and my cap?
I did. I said, does your eye have a purpose?
My eye has a purpose, actually.
I'm sorry, your hat. Does your hat have a purpose?
Yes, but the purpose is my purpose, my personal purpose.
No.
If the cap was lying down in the street, it would have no purpose to
It would
anyone.
have a purpose. It's a cap.
Yeah, but it's my personal purpose.
It's inherently no. It's inherent. No, I'm not
No,
asking.
it's not inherent. It's not inherent.
Somebody picks it up.
A hat's purpose is not inherent.
If I see your hat on the street and put it on my head, is it a hat?
It's you.
Is it a hat?
But you are not the universe. You are not the truth. You are a human with your own intentions.
I don't care. It still has a purpose. The purpose is to wear it as a hat.
That's your purpose.
Okay, why do you put a hat on your feet?
I am a person, and I put caps which are made for humans onto my hat.
Thank you. Why don't you put it on your feet?
Because that's not the purpose that I'm intending.
Thank you.
But it's my purpose.
Thank you. So what I'm saying is, the reason the cap was made by the designer is for you to wear it on your head.
No, it's incorrect.
Sorry, tell me why the hat was made.
The hat was made to put on my head, but it's my purpose. It's my personal purpose. What do you mean? For example,
Someone designed the
it
hat.
does not have a purpose for animals, or it only has a purpose for me. It was made for me.
For human beings
Yes.
to put on their head.
Yes.
So it has a purpose, yeah?
Yes, but it's my personal purpose.
Call it whatever
It's not
you
innate. It's not innate.
Call it whatever you
It's not
like.
innate in the cap.
Call it whatever you like. Does it have a purpose?
For me, yes.
Good, perfect. It has a purpose. That's all I would need to know. Good. Does your eye have a purpose?
Innate. It's not innate.
Okay, it's not innate. It does have a purpose.
For me, yes.
Okay, good. Does your eye have a purpose?
For me, yes.
Good. Is your hat designed?
My hat is designed, yes.
Is your eye designed?
No.
Your eye's not designed.
My hat was designed by a person.
Is your eye designed?
No,
So your eye's not designed.
it's not designed.
Okay. Is your eye made out of DNA?
Yeah,
Is DNA information?
but in information,
Does it have information?
I suppose, yeah.
Okay, information requires intelligence.
What does that even mean?
Information requires intelligence. You can't have information without intelligence. If you open a book, you say there was an author that...
Again, we're just going back to the same thing because the information only applies to humans. I understand the information. The rest of existence does not understand it.
No, which human being made the DNA?
Which human being made what? Sorry?
The DNA.
What do you mean, which human being
Which
made?
human made the DNA?
It's my DNA.
Yeah, but did you make it?
No.
Did the human being make DNA or DNA's been existed there?
Did the human make DNA or was DNA existed?
Yeah.
DNA was not made by humans.
Thank you. So who was it made by?
Well, there was...
But you said made means someone made it.
Has DNA existed throughout all of existence?
Well, if you go to the first cell is made out of DNA, yes. If you go to the nucleus, it's made out of genome, and the genomes have 3 billion letters. And 3 billion letters are information. Information requires intelligence.
This information for humans, it's a personal...
No. We deciphered that they have information in it. So if they have information, it requires
What do
intelligence.
you mean by information?
Information, there's codes. You know, there's letters.
Yeah, I understand.
A, G, T, and C, I think.
letters.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Full of existence, or is it
Good. The reason why you look the way you look is because of your DNA. It's your genetic coding.
Yes.
It's a code.
But I look the way I look. Like, I don't...
Because of your DNA.
Okay, I look the way I look.
And
but
I
only
look-
a certain way to humans. Not to not to all existence.
That's my point. We are all made out of DNA. Who made the DNA?
Was DNA from the start, from the very start?
Yeah, it has to. It's the first cell has DNA in it.
But why are you
Nucleus.
using the example of DNA?
Because you can't answer it. Because you know it points to a God.
No, it doesn't. No, but you're using an example of DNA. You're using
Where did DNA come from?
from the Big Bang.
Where did the Big Bang come from?
I don't know. That's not even what I was arguing.
What do you mean I don't know? Where did it come
I was
from?
debating, bro.
There
are
we're not
atheists
debating about God existed.
There are atheists who should answer your question.
No, don't tell me about atheists. Bring those atheists here. You've come here. You're an atheist.
But
Where
that
did
wasn't
the DNA
even
come
my
from?
argument. I was arguing about the
Argument is to
thing.
no. I'm arguing to prove God exists. You said you're an atheist. I'm trying to prove to you God exists, and you're not answering it. Where did DNA come from?
I don't have an answer for that question, bro. Because
Okay.
I have a problem with God, the existence of God on another level, on a different level.
No. We'll come to that. First, we need to establish if he exists. Good. Now, did the DNA come from nothing or something?
Did DNA come from nothing or something? It came from something.
Thank you. What's that something?
As far as I know, it's the Big Bang.
Big Bang doesn't have. It's not cognitive. It doesn't have decision. It doesn't have a will. So which means that it has to come from a blade that willed the Big Bang to happen.
Why does DNA have to be created by something?
Because let me tell you, because DNA is dependent. Yes, it's dependent on other factors to survive. Yes. So you cannot have an infinite regress of dependent things. You require independent being that gave rise to the dependent things.
Independent being which gave rise to dependent things.
Look,
what do you mean DNA is
Let me
dependent?
make it simple. The universe, is it dependent or independent?
The universe in general.
The universe, the entire universe. Is it dependent or independent?
Independent.
Huh?
Independent.
Okay, good. That's fine. No problem. So you have ascribed independency to the universe. Okay. If I'm going to prove to you now that the universe is not independent, if it's not independent and dependent, then it requires that the universe depends on something that's independent. Now, how is the universe independent?
But I don't believe in the existence of God.
No, that's fine. No, you do. You just ascribed it to the universe.
Sorry?
You do. You just ascribe the independency to the universe rather than God. So I'm going to prove to you why the universe cannot be independent.
Okay.
The universe, why is it independent? How is it independent?
Because it sustains itself?
No, it doesn't. Did the universe begin to exist?
No. So,
What happened to the Big Bang?
Sorry, what?
Did the universe begin to exist with the Big Bang?
Yes.
Okay, so the Big Bang started to exist. So it's not independent. It's not infinite. It started to exist.
Okay, but
So anything that starts to exist is not independent. It's dependent.
no, I still believe that it's independent because. Okay, so
No, you can't.
so you think
You can't.
God created the Big Bang,
Yes.
and you think that did he just create the Big Bang, or did he create Big Bang with a series of events which lead to this moment?
He created the universe. You said the universe is independent. Universe began to exist. It cannot be independent. It's dependent.
He created the Big Bang. You're saying?
The universe. God created everything. The universe began to exist, so it cannot be independent. It is dependent.
But what do you mean by everything? Did he create this?
Everything. Look,
He created the
everything.
Big Bang and a chain of events.
He created every single thing.
Okay, so he
Good.
created the Big Bang and a chain of events.
Everything.
So answer my question.
I just said to you everything.
Yes, but
Yes.
so like this in this format.
I don't know.
So a Big Bang with chain of events which leads to today.
I don't know. I created it from the beginning.
Well,
The Big Bang is the after effect. That's what it is.
Exactly. So who gave rise to the Big Bang?
who gave rise to the Big Bang?
Yes. It has to be something independent. It can't be the universe because the universe we just
Okay,
proved is
let's say
dependent.
it's dependent, but did he?
Good. Perfect.
Okay, let's say
if
it's
it's dependent, you cannot have an infinite regress of dependent things. Meaning, you require an independent being that gave rise to all the dependent things.
Okay. Did he?
fair?
Right, but did he create the Big Bang, or the Big Bang with everything which happened after?
I repeat again, it's irrelevant. If he created
It's
the
not
Big Bang,
irrelevant.
it is.
Because if he just created.
No.
the Big Bang-
If he created the Big Bang, he's created the properties of the Big Bang to have a ripple effect on other things. So it's irrelevant. He created the Big Bang first, the step after. He is in charge of everything. The atoms that are in your body, he's in charge of it. So I'm saying to you this: if the universe is dependent, which we proved, is it relied? Did it get created by something that is dependent or independent?
Was it created by something dependent or independent? Yes. I don't know. I don't know.
Such a lot between. We don't know.
I don't know.
It's either created by something dependent or independent. There's no other option.
Okay, but I don't know.
What do you mean?
You asked me questions which I did
Brother, I
not.
could ask a 10-year-old, look, either it's dependent or something else that's dependent. Then that begs the question, then what does that depend on?
Can I ask
Or-
you? Can I
No, you
talk
ask the
about
question.
what I initially wanted to talk
Initially we're talking about God's existence. You're running away from that.
about? No, I'm not. It's because I had a
You are.
different.
No. The initial thing was, you don't believe in God. Why are you talking about God's love and mercy? You don't even believe He exists. I'm proving to you.
Because I think it's an issue.
Thank you. So let's talk about God's existence, then we'll come to His love and
I'm
mercy.
talking about His existence. I'm saying it's incoherent.
You don't believe in His existence. So let's talk about if He exists or not.
Okay, let's say He's independent and He creates something.
No, not let's say. We have to establish it. I don't want to do let's say. I want to do facts.
Okay, we've established it.
No. So do you now accept that the universe is dependent and it has to rely on something independent, which is God?
Sure.
Perfect.
But
So
I
now,
still have an issue with that.
Okay.
Because He's incoherent.
No, 1 second. If He is independent and He gave rise to the universe, He has to have a will.
No, because I have
Why
an
not?
issue
Tell me
with
no.
that.
Tell me why not.
Because did He create the world before, or was the world after?
No,
him?
that's
Did he-
His attribute. There's no create. That belongs to Him. It's not created. The will is inherently His attribute. He has
So
to
a
have a
human
will.
attribute was in Him innately, or
And
inherently.
we've already discussed that there are human things, and God has the perfect attributes of that. So does He have a will? He has to have a will to create the universe.
So you think that God has a human will?
I never said nothing like that. You said it. I said God has a will.
A will like humans?
No, He has a will.
Like humans?
No, God has a will.
Humans are created.
What sort of will?
A will to create.
So
Inherent.
Yes.
Inherent.
No, he knows, Chef. He knows exactly.
It's
he
inherent.
He knows exactly what he's doing, Chef. I know
What am I
exactly,
doing?
I know exactly what you're doing. So I'm going to play your game. So you know very well. You're just here to argue. You don't want to learn.
I'm not here to
You're
argue.
here to argue, and that's why I'm going to argue with you.
I'm-
No, you are.
I've been respectful to you.
No, I never said you am I disrespectful to you?
But what do you mean argue? I'm just.
You're,
here to
no,
debate.
no. Good, we're debating. So, if God has a will, yes, He willed the universe to begin, correct?
No, that's incoherent.
Okay, perfect. Tell me how it's incoherent.
Because you're applying a humane attribute to God.
Okay, so are you saying that my hand and the clock's hand is the same?
No.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. That's how I'm saying the same thing about God.
That's a completely false example. Like I explained.
Okay,
to you before.
so is the clock's hand my hand?
No.
Do we share the same name?
No.
So my hand is not called the hand. What's this called?
If
What's this called?
It's,
Chairs,
you're
legs.
applying a.
What's this?
You're just comparing them because
What's this?
hand.
Good. The clock's hand. What is it?
You're just a hand.
They're
A
both
clock.
called what? They're both called what?
Hand.
Are they the same hand?
No.
Good. I have a will. I have a will. Yeah.
Can I respond? You're just using that example because of a human,
Exactly.
a human definition of the word hand,
Exactly. And they're different.
made
So-
by humans.
Good. So, do you exist?
Yes, I
Okay.
exist.
We prove that God exists, right?
No. What do you mean? I'm arguing with you against that.
You just said that God is independent.
Okay, but his existence is still incoherent in the argument which I came
One
to.
second. If you say he's independent, that you agree that he exists.
Let's say he's
Not let's say.
No,
Let's say you was proven
Okay.
that he exists.
no.
Yes.
No, because I'm arguing
No
you with you
problem.
against
We'll go back. That's totally fine. So the universe is dependent. What does it depend on?
What does it depend on?
Yeah.
Okay, let's say it depends on an independent thing.
You just accepted it. 2 minutes ago he goes, no, I didn't. Now he goes, I am.
Because I have
So
a different argument.
So the universe depends on something that is independent, correct?
Okay.
Okay, that independent being is independent, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So does that independent being exist?
Does that independent being exist? He could have been before the Big Bang and created it. And what do you mean?
He's independent. You just said the universe depends on the independent.
Okay.
Does that
It
independent
doesn't
being?
mean he's still there.
The independent being is. You
It doesn't
accept.
mean he still exists.
1 second, 1 second. You accept that there's an independent being, but you accept that he doesn't exist.
He was independent before he made the Big Bang, let's say.
Irrelevant. Does he exist or not?
Could be, no? He could have...
Ali.
Wait, can I respond?
Ali.
I'm gonna give you the mic and just
But I
walk
feel
off,
like
bro.
you're just arguing.
One second. You said there is an independent being, but it doesn't exist.
He doesn't have to exist now. Do you know about temporal causation?
Brother, are you hearing yourself?
Yes, I'm hearing
No,
myself.
serious. One second. Let's just repeat this again, please. You accept there's an independent being, but he doesn't
I didn't
exist.
say he exists now. He could have existed then. And the
If
Big Bang depended
he's
on him.
independent, there is no point of existence or not existence. He's independent, meaning he's necessary. He's always there.
Can I respond?
Yeah, you do last one.
So you just walked off? Right, he's not even letting me respond.
Give him 1 second. You got the mic. 1 second.
How you guys doing? So can I speak? Well, I'm speaking to you. I'm speaking to you.
Just make your point, please. I'm not going to argue for you. You're not sincere.
Sorry?
You're not sincere. I can't argue with you.
I'm what?
You're not sincere. I can't argue with you.
I'm not sincere.
Yeah, you're not sincere. Sorry, I'm quite blunt.
I'm sorry. Do you think I'm sincere?
No.
I've just come in.
You just
I
come in.
haven't
You
heard
can't even decide that. Yes, you're not.
I'm not sincere.
No, you're not. You said independent being. There's an independent being, but he doesn't exist.
I didn't say there is. First of all.
Okay, let me give you one more chance. The universe is dependent. If it's dependent,
Why can't you understand what I'm saying? I'm saying
I
that.
don't think you understand what you're saying. Look, I'm saying to you,
So
the
the-
universe
okay.
is dependent. If it's dependent, it requires that it depends on something that is independent.
Okay.
You said that independent, yes, but then you go, he doesn't exist.
Why could he have not existed before the Big Bang created it and
If
passed
he's
off?
independent, he's necessary, meaning he's always.
Why is it necessary now?
No, necessary means he always has to be there.
Why does he have to be here now? He could have made the Big Bang,
But then
and
he's,
the sequence of events goes.
No, it
forth.
doesn't work like that, my friend. Look,
Why?
if he's necessary and independent, he doesn't come in and out of creation. He is the ultimate creator. Meaning there's not a point where he goes, hey guys, I'm creating and I'm killing myself now and I'm ceasing to exist. It doesn't work like that. A necessary being is always there.
But you were just picturing a being
I'm not
with
picturing
human
nothing.
attributes.
I'm not. I'm saying he's a necessary being that is independent. I am not independent.
Okay,
I'm
but
dependent.
can I ask a question? What is the problem with my reasoning? Why could he not have created the Big Bang? But why, okay,
So he created it and he said, I'm gone.
he didn't say anything.
So what's it? Okay,
He
what's
can't
it?
speak.
So he doesn't speak. Okay, so he creates the Big Bang and goes, and what does he do after?
He doesn't do. Why are you applying human attributes to
Okay. What does this thing, whatever he does? Okay, what's it?
What, you think he needs to do something
You tell me
in his
what-
spare time?
Oh, so let me get this right.
It's not even he.
So let me get this right. This is a royal he. So he makes the Big Bang. So he does
It's
something.
not even he makes. So why create? But he did not even create. Why does he have to create?
He doesn't even create.
Because you
So
are
where did the Big Bang
applying
come from?
The create.
Where did the Big Bang come from?
But you.
Where did the Big Bang come from?
Okay. I can respond.
Yes.
So the Big Bang created the universe, right? Why could it not be a similar process? Why are you applying human attributes to the creator?
Okay. I'm not ascribing it. Okay. Big Bang.
Yeah.
Where did it come from?
From another event, let's say.
Where did that other event come from?
It could be independent. Why can it not be independent? Why does the independent being have to be like a human?
So 1 second. So is
Why
it?
does the independent being have to be forever?
So now there is an independent. No, good. Okay, perfect. So
Okay, let's say there
So
is.
there's a point that it stops,
Okay.
and it's independent.
Okay.
Okay, good. So that independent created the universe because you said it stops.
Let's say, yeah.
Why are you giving it human likes? Why are you saying it's created? Why did you say it created the Big Bang then? Why are you giving it human like attributes?
No. Well, can I respond?
Oh, of course you can take the bite, mate.
He does. He can have. Why are you mimicking me?
I'm not mimicking.
Can you be
because-
quiet
because
when
you
I
said-
respond?
You said he created. Why are you giving it humanly attributes?
He can.
Why is it created? Don't use create. Don't
But
use
you are applying all the human attributes.
I asked you.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
asked you.
okay. The
Why
big.
did you say create?
Okay, but did the Big Bang create the rest of the processes in the universe? Okay, did the Big Bang lead to the next process?
I'm talking to you about before the Big Bang.
Yes. Okay, but did the Big Bang lead to the next process?
What created the Big Bang?
It could be something else.
Which is? Can you tell me about that something else? Tell me a bit about it.
It started off. I'm using your logic. It started off from something
Use your own
independent.
logic.
Okay,
Your logic.
yes.
The Big
It's
Bang. It exploded.
From something independent, let's say.
Perfect. Independent. What did that independent do to the Big Bang?
Created it.
Why are you giving it humanly attributes?
Because this is one. Because
Why
the
are you
Big
giving
Bang.
it, look, you do the same
But
with
the
me.
Big Bang
Why are you
created.
giving it humanly attributes to the independent thing?
It's one. It's one of creation. Like the Big Bang created the next.
Irrelevant. You said to me, why are you giving it humanly attributes? You just done the same thing.
No, I did not. Because the Big Bang created the next.
Brother, am I speaking a different
Can
language?
I?
I thought I was speaking a different language. You just gave a humanly attribute of creation to the independent being. Yes or no?
I did one. One. Create.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
And also a human.
Okay,
No.
okay, what's it?
No, it doesn't mean. It doesn't have to be
What's it?
something
What's it?
human. It doesn't have to be something human. So
Creation is human.
no, it's just a sequence of events. No, no, it is not. It is not.
Do I create?
You can create, yes.
Did the independent create?
Okay. The Big Bang created as well. No, the Big Bang created the next thing.
No. Because that independent being who created the Big Bang created all the faculties it has to create more. Do you understand?
Okay, but the Big Bang created all the faculties for the rest of history.
No.
Why?
No. For example, if I make AI and AI works in a way where more smarter than me, I'm the one who created AI. What it does after, the credit goes to who? Me.
But you did not have the knowledge which AI has. It's another bad example.
I created AI.
Yes.
That means I am giving it that knowledge or methods to derive that knowledge.
Yeah.
I am the one who gets the credit. So when AI makes some smart things, it goes back to who?
Yeah.
Me.
Because you have the intention.
When the Big Bang makes all these other things, the credit goes back to who? The independent being.
Why are you comparing yourself making AI to the Big Bang?
It was emotional talking to you, but I'm not going to waste my time. Thank you very much. Yeah, sure. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure talking to you. Thank you.
Would you please can take a picture?
Yeah, sure.
The Prophet ﷺ said, whoever builds a masjid for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah will build for him a similar house in Jannah. On that day where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us that our books will be given and every little atom weight of good deed you've done will be there. And imagine you see a mountain and you're like, what a lucky person, which righteous person? And Allah says, this is for you. For me? Yes. What did I do? You allowed people to pray. You built a masjid. I never had the money to build a masjid, oh Allah. You helped. You gave towards it and Allah gives you the reward of as if you've built it. Donate now, guys, and do not delay. And share the video for extra rewards.